I'm celebrity menswear stylist Ashley Weston, joined by my business partner and husband, Dorian.
Hello. I wasn't sure which direction I was going to go in that hello.
Okay.
What languages are going to talk?
Well, today we are going to be talking about the 7 books that will definitely change your life, especially if you are a student. Okay, so first up, what is it?
Well, before we do that, real briefly, these are the 7 that I think you absolutely should read. So we'll do the 7 here, but definitely check the link in the description below for our article for a lot of other good ones as well. Maybe you don't even like some of the 7, but some of these in the article you'll probably like instead.
Dorian's so excited right now.
This is in my wheelhouse. So the first one is called The Last Lecture. And I discovered this quite a few years ago because it was kind of a viral-y thing. This guy, this professor at Carnegie Mellon was dying of pancreatic cancer, and he gave a commencement speech that was so moving, and all the students, they panned, you could see them crying, like it really resonated. And he ended up turning this into a larger book that is equally as good as that lecture. And so you should absolutely check it out. It's called The Last Lecture. We'll link in the description below so you can check it out. But that is I think it's a must read for everybody, but especially if you're a student.
Okay, so next up,
we've talked about this one before, actually. It even was so good and so necessary that it's got its own video. So I'll link that in the description below as well. That other video is called the Bullet Journal Method. This is one of the best organizational structures I've ever encountered. It is so fantastic. I think you can speak to this too.
I really like it. I'm a convert now.
Yes.
I was like, it definitely is a little irritating at first because you have to kind of just figure things out and remember how to do things, but it is easy.
It's
now
not.
I'm like,
it's not hard.
That was not
Ash
difficult.
just saw me doing it, and because I recommended it, she's like, nah, I don't know about this. Might be kind of nerdy. And now she's super into it.
Yeah, I love
but
it.
the book is actually better than the website. The website's free, and it kind of goes over the basics. Writer, the author, and the creator of the Bullet Journal sent me one of the books, and I was like, okay, whatever. I flipped it through them and I got, all right, well, this is much better than I thought it was going to be. And it has a lot of great actionable items in it as well. So again, for students, it's fantastic. And I would say for adults as well, like Ash and I,
yeah.
also very good.
Yeah. Okay, Dorian, so number 3 on your list is?
So this one, I would say a little more philosophical, but you're gonna get a lot out of it because it's a really short read, and it turns into weirdly actionable items where you're like, whoa, okay, I wasn't really expecting that. It's called the Tao Te Ching. It's by a man named Lao Tzu, but there's many translations of it. Unfortunately, most of them are trash. I've read a couple of them, I'm all, whoa, like that's completely different. Basically, it's agreed upon that the Stephen Mitchell translation is the one that gets closest to the actual meaning of it. So Lao Tzu wrote this as an advisor to rulers about how to structure and live their life. So, for the rulers out there, all of you guys out there, and I don't care if you're a student or older like Ashley and I, or beyond Ashley and I's age as well, I think in this incredibly short read, you're gonna get a lot of stuff out of it that you would not expect.
So basically it's like rules to live your life by?
Yes, you can take it that way.
Okay.
That's the best way to describe it. I guess in the layman's terms, that's the best way to describe it. But it's not religious text. I think people hear Lao Tzu and they look it up and it's Taoism. Taoism is a philosophy. It's like an operating system for life. It's not a religion. Eastern philosophies are called that because they're not religious.
Got it.
So there you go. Good point, Ash. And the next one on the list, we talked about a couple of weeks ago in the video where we talked about how we run our companies and entrepreneurial tips and stuff like that. But I have to bring this one up again because it's great for everybody, including students especially, the 4-Hour Workweek. So disregard the title. It sounds douchey, trust me, I know. I wouldn't recommend it if it wasn't worth it. But basically, it gives you really actionable steps for starting a business, but it also, the thing you will absolutely pull out of this if you're a student, is how to work smarter, not harder. How to look at a problem and go, okay, how do we break this down? And maybe it's a big project or something like that. What do we do here? Because there's a mountain of things to do.
Yep.
How do we get this done? How do we get to done? And what does done even mean? I think it'd be very helpful for students to read it. And it's a short, quick read, pretty fun to read actually, but please disregard the title.
Okay, so far, Dorian, all the books you've been recommending are more non-fiction.
Like self-helpy,
like self-help.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is there something a little different that you can recommend?
Funny you should mention that, Ashley. Yes, I would recommend.
I thought I was pretty smooth with that transition.
Valiant effort, I guess. I would recommend a fiction book. This is one of my top 3 fiction books of all time, Catch 22.
Yes.
Ashley liked the TV show that Amazon did. I thought it was okay.
That's so good.
The book is about the chaos of war, but I would argue it's the chaos of life as well. And it is so freaking well written. There are lines that I still remember to this day in my first time reading it when I was in high school. And I will tell you, I will warn you just a little bit ahead. You're gonna read some stuff, and when you first read the first couple of chapters, you have no idea what's going on. But the best part, it all comes back and makes sense. So it's kind of a slog in the beginning, so I'm just warning you. It took me 2 tries to even get past I think the second or third chapter. I was like, I heard this book is amazing, but I can't get past this. I don't even know what's happening. That's part of the fun. It's utter chaos in the first couple of chapters. You're like, I don't even understand what's being said right now. Get through that, you will thank yourself, because it is easily one of the best books. Fun, hilarious read about crazy stuff. I think a lot of people out there, no matter where you are in life, will get a lot out of it.
Okay, next up, what do you got?
The next one, a little self-helpy again, but it's very important.
Yes.
The power of habit. We all have habits. We all fall into, we'll call it ruts or lanes or ways of living that just kind of keep going on until you maybe realize, well,
that's a little unhealthy.
A little unhealthy, or not leading you in the direction you want to go ultimately, or not, going towards your goals, whatever those might be in school or life. So I think The Power of Habit was a really good read because it kind of orients your brain a little bit, and you're like, oh, I didn't realize I was kind of doing that myself. No one's perfect. You're gonna fall into patterns. Life is patterns, basically. But I thought it was a really, really good and easy read as well, so I would highly recommend The Power of Habit.
Okay, so the final book, but before we get into that, if you've been enjoying this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much. And if you haven't already, definitely subscribe to this channel for more videos like this, and hit the bell icon to be notified every time we upload a video.
And I'll add one extra thing, like I said at the top of the video, these are just the 7 ones that I think you absolutely should read, but I've got a lot of other ones that I think you would really like as well. I'll link that in our article in the description below as well, guys. If you've got books that you highly recommend, I'm open to hearing more about the books you absolutely love and you think were great for everybody. Leave those in the comment section below. I have found some good books when our last couple books video came out as well. So please do me that personal favor and link them in the description, or talk about them in the comment section below. Okay, Ash, do you have any idea what the #1 book is going to be?
Absolutely not.
For everybody, but specifically students?
Nope.
How to Win Friends and Influence People. It was in our first video about the books a man should read, and I would tell you that this is always going to be in that list no matter who it's for, whether a man, woman, child, student, professional, old-timer, young-timer.
I mean, it's quite important. Just the title alone, that's really an important tool.
As someone that has struggled with shyness, social anxiety, depression, etc., this book was a huge help for me, and I probably need to reread it. It's been a number of years since I read it originally. It basically tells you how to deal with people, how to understand people's motivations, how to understand your own motivations, and have a more fulfilling social life. It's very helpful. There's a reason it's been around for about 100 years and printed in a crap ton of languages for so many times over. It is just so freaking good, and I would tell everyone to read this book. That's it.
Fantastic.
That's all I got for you today.
So these are the 7 books that will transform you and your life, especially if you're a student.
Absolutely.
But it doesn't matter what age you are, what part of your lifespan you're at. These are a must read.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.